Hi, my name is Dennis Lee from the soccer10.com, Soccer Number 10 Forum, author of the Soccer Number 10 Blueprint book, author of Meet the Number 10 Next Door, and the Soccer Number 10 Training Manual. It is my great pleasure to allow you the opportunity, so to speak, to listen to me as I elaborate on the code of conduct of the Soccer Number 10. Now, there are many codes of conducts out there, especially in the Army, Marines, Air Force, and so forth. But in soccer, as a number 10, you are expected to conduct yourself professionally and in a certain manner. Now, this code of conduct has been written from roughly 2001. This was actually drafted up and actually made public in the Soccer Number 10 Blueprint book in 2004 to be precise, then published in later 2007 after further interviews and compilations. Now, this is part one of the series of elaborating on this code of conduct. The reason why I want to elaborate on this code of conduct is that if you are planning to become a number 10, you need to understand some of the problems that number 10s face. Now, I am a number 10. I will always conduct myself so as to bring honor and respect to my team and my country, and most of all, myself. Now, in this just one line, I want to elaborate. Many soccer players think that they are just only bringing respect to their team and their country, but they also forget that they are most of all they're basically bringing respect to themselves. Now, the reason why I draw that line, it's because many soccer players who are playing soccer, Premier League, World Cup, professional soccer right now, they think that they are representing their country. They are playing for their country. And as a veteran of the Army and so forth, and I've seen combat, you know that you're not just fighting for your country. You're not just playing soccer for your country. You're playing for yourself. You're the one who is on the team. Not saying it selfishly. I'm making you understand the real confines of this reasoning for that first stanza or the first paragraph of the code of conduct. It's just that you, as the individual player, it's you who have been training hard. It's you who have been putting a lot of effort into this. So, by all means, if you continuously perform above your expectations and the expectations of others, chances are you are not only playing for them. What happened if they should just let you down? I mean, your teammates don't want to win and you want to win. Do you understand where I'm coming from now? If they don't want to win, let's say the game is losing and they just give up. They can't fight. They don't have the fighting attitude that you have as a winner, as a number 10. Now you there just have to hold your ground. You have to play for yourself then. You have to play for your honor. You have to play for your respect. Many teammates will just somehow let you down. And I know it might sound biased, but I'm just saying it as it is. And you know this if you're a true soccer player and you have been there on teams that just just stop playing. They're losing, scores too high, and they just give up. They stop playing. They just play just like mediocre. They're not fighting. They don't have the champion's attitude, the number 10's attitude. I can win attitude. Now that's what most of that stanza is about. That paragraph, that first paragraph elaborates on you're not just bringing respect to your team and you're not just playing for your country. Most of all, you are playing for yourself on the soccer field. Now, it brings us to the next paragraph. I will at all times be ready for battle with confidence and skill without any fear whatsoever. And yes, you are in battle when you are playing soccer. That's why you have shank guards. That's why you have studs under your cleats. You are in battle. Many soccer players think that their outfit, their uniforms, their jerseys are just their whole attirement for combat. No, you got skills. You got all those drills that you were practicing for. The mindset, the layout, the plays, the set plays, and all these things are your tools for combat. And if you have perfected them, you will somehow develop confidence. And confidence and skill are, if you have confidence and skill, as I think it's a quotation from Napoleon Hill, you can defeat any army with confidence and skills. And there are many soccer players out there who are confident, but they don't have skills. And there are some who are very skillful, but they don't have confidence. So you see, you must have them both. And even though you can have confidence and skill, You can have fear. And as I said in the paragraph, I will at all times be ready for battle with confidence and skill without any fear whatsoever. So if you have no fear, chances are you will be more sound in your entirety, in your whole approach. I have seen, defeat so many times that the fear of losing pushes me beyond my average skills levels to try everything in my powers to create an opportunity for my team. Now, this is the role of a leader. He knows that, okay, I've been there, I've been to the bottom, I've seen many defeats, I've played in many games and I've lost. And now I'm with you guys and I know what it's like to be a loser. Now it's time to be a winner. I want to lift the game to another level. I want to play beyond my skills because, look, I don't want to be crying at the end of the game knowing that I didn't play my best. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you know you have played your best, chances are at the end of the game, you will somehow create an opportunity for your team. And if you have done everything you could, you know after win or lose, you can't just feel sad because you did your best. That was what was good enough. Now, in that line, it's very simple, straightforward. Now, this is where a lot of problems occur in soccer. Even if we are losing, I will never quit until the clock stops. Yes, it's kind of similar to some of the lines earlier or above, but it's very powerful and it's just one straight sentence. You want to call it a compound sentence? So be it. But what I'm driving at here is this, that even if we are losing, I will never quit until the clock stops. I'm going to be playing my best. I'm going to still put out all my skills. I'm still going to give my opponent, a game that they have never forget. It's just similar to the 300, Leonidas on the 300. They stood against a humongous amount of Persians. 300 guys stood. So what I'm basically saying, even after the game, win or lose, your teammates must not say that you quit on them. And the winning team, your opponents must say, man, that guy played. Man, that lady stood her ground and she didn't just let us take it, even though we were more powerful, even though we were leading with scores and so forth. And that's what we're driving at in just that one sentence. I will at all times respect my opponent and the officials of the game. However, I'm aware that there are many of my opponents, so to speak, will always not share the same respect with me. So I will teach them how to with my skill. Now, there are many officials out there that, they might see that you're a star player and they might think that you're trying to rob them and you might be cocky and you might be so self-centered and egotistic and they might not like you. But you need to teach them how to respect you. You need to share your level of respect. Some guys might just hate your guts, but you need to just play your best. Do the winning things that a hero does. And by all means, teach them with your skills, not with your mouth. Not talking crazy trash talk to everyone you see. And in another video, I will talk with you about why trash talk is also important in your soccer games. I will practice harder than every player on my team, just because my burden is heavy and I want to be able to balance the soccer world upon my shoulders when the going gets tough. There's a saying that says, when the goings get tough, the tough gets going. Now, if you are practice harder, it's important that you understand the word harder, right? Now, it is than every member on your team. It's because your burden is heavy. You're the number 10. You're wearing the jersey that everyone will be marking you out of the game. The spectators expect many things from you. And if you're not fit enough, if you're not well trained enough, you cannot wear the number 10. You're just like a decoy and you're not fit to be wearing the number 10. And you're just a bad advertisement of the number 10, right? So when the going get tough, the toughs get going. When everyone else quits, the number 10 should be the one holding the team together, the hero, the championship guy. Maradona in 1986 World Cup, if you please. I will always seek spiritual help from my source of worship so that my will and confidence and skills will never diminish with my soccer games or soccer life. Now, it's very important that you understand this paragraph. I will seek spiritual help. There are many soccer players out there They have spiritual attributes, they're spiritual outlets, so to speak. Diego Maradona in '86 World Cup, for example, France, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldinho played his best game, the one game when he actually prayed before the entire stadium to his, so that his will lifted up. But what I'm saying is many soccer players forget that if they stop seeking their spiritual source, what will happen is that their physical and their soccer skills and their games will diminish. Now, it's also important for you to understand the last two words in that paragraph, soccer life. Yes, there's a soccer life that's very important to soccer players. Top soccer players somehow have good soccer life and sometimes have bad soccer life. For example, not throwing a rat out on Ronaldinho, but for example, in Ronaldinho's early 2004, 2005 era, even though he was very successful, he had a bad nightlife, which somehow interrupt his soccer life. And once you mess your soccer life up, your discipline, your attitude towards playing soccer, supporting your team, everything just changes. And most of the problem stems from the the media and the advertisements, and these things can get to a player's head and make you think that you don't have to confine yourself to the team's rules, you don't confine yourself to the team's laws and the game because you are a superstar, so you can do whatever you want. No, you can't. You need to follow some guidelines and fall under the confines of soccer. I'm very proud and honored to be a part of something so great by representing a legacy of soccer's greatest heroes. Yes, by representing or by conducting yourself in such manners as this code of conduct, you will be representing many of the top number 10s. They're heroes. These guys live by some of these codes and live by these rules. Somehow, some might have never known that they're doing it, and some follow these rules. And if you are number 10 and you aspire to be one, you should actually get this system, this code of conduct embedded within your heart. I am a number 10, skilless of the skill, player of honor, and I will honor this number. The code of conduct will help you. And by all means, it's just a usurp from the Soccer Number 10 training manual. I hope and trust you enjoy this slight review and commentary on how I came about with the Soccer Number 10 creed. Take care, friends, and by all means, stay tuned for myself elaborating on the Soccer Number 10 creed. Bye for now.